2, and test 1, 2.
Little snaps.
Little snappy snap crackle pops.
Let me just position.
Ooh.
And then tighten.
I like the big blue ball.
I've always had that.
I know, but it's just... I can't get in for my ASMR. Like, oh my god. But it's alright.
You just pick up the mic. So,
Smart Boys.
Here we are. Episode...
10?
Actually, let's do an official introduction. Welcome to the Smart Boys. This is the first time we're recording it with a green screen. I actually wanted to start like actually putting things of like,
what we're talking about?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, okay,
yeah.
I was gonna say, you shouldn't tell them it's a green screen, because even if you weren't gonna do that, you could like put the ocean and be like, we're live here on the ocean.
I think people realize what a green screen is, how you composite video.
But no, we can trick them. We can put up like the stars.
Do you really think our viewers are that dumb?
No. No.
Okay, so welcome to the podcast / videocast. This is episode 10. This is the redo episode 10.
Redo 10, because...
we did an episode 10 a couple weeks back, and it didn't work out because...
somebody lost power.
Issues. Yes, technical issues. So that is now a lost episode. Maybe in the future, time will favor us and recover that episode. Until then, DVD special.
DVD special.
DVD special. We can now put this on DVD.
So
wait, actually, hold on. Let me just put right here... B-roll footage of the Beatles. All right, copyright strike. We're not working anymore.
No, you can't. Okay. You can't get Beatles music.
Not the music, just Paul McCartney himself. Let me actually right here, right where my finger is. Paul McCartney and the new Pirates of the Caribbean for.
I saw that movie.
Oh, we can talk about
Let's
that.
talk about it later.
We got plenty of movies to talk about, but you said you wanted to. You had something fresh, hot topic.
You got me all hot and bothered.
Okay, let's go.
Overwatch.
God.
I don't play Overwatch. I did play it. It's fun. I get it.
Okay.
But don't hate on me for wanting certain characters to be
I will, because we
shipped together.
Why would I not do that when we talked about hating on people who do that?
I don't normally care.
I don't know.
And it's more of like, I just want it to happen.
Actually, I don't care. What right here, put hardcore hentai of 2 male characters from Overwatch.
You need Roadhog. Roadhog is a must. Roadhog is a must.
That's Winston, and that's Reinhardt.
Winston. So I need, once you edit this, there needs to be like some hardcore like Junkrat on Roadhog thing.
So here's
I can send you some.
Here's the Junkrat. Oh god, that means you have a search history. That means the NSA knows.
It's alright.
Let's have a new segment. Lonely Nights. Right here. Lonely Nights.
I want to like hold a shoot a basketball and have it go like
you just did. Did you see that?
Oh, shoot a basketball.
Let's stop doing this because this is going to take me 3 hours. This is going to take me 3 or 4 hours to edit, and I'm going to get very bored.
All right, so leave my shipping alone.
Elaborate on your shipping. What brought you to this? What brought you to this desperation? What's brought you to this desperation?
It's not like I went out searching for this, but
I feel that you did.
Well, I do now.
Okay.
But what had happened is I was on Tumblr looking at pictures of dudes.
First of all, I will say there are better places to do that.
Oh.
I feel if you're on Tumblr, you're kind of asking for trouble. You're kind of asking for that hardcore horse stick on female body.
I'm horse
all over
horsekin. Actually, horses scare the shit out of me.
I hate horses because they have those teeth. They remind me of.
They're all muscle.
They're very muscular.
Musculature.
Would you want to suplex a horse? I would honestly...
Sexually?
Honestly, out of all the animals, if I could completely destroy one animal, I would choose a horse.
Just get rid of them, or have a gun and be like...
No, be like one animal and you can inflict just absolute damage on this animal. I would pick a horse. I feel like a horse is so compact that it's ready to explode. That it feels like if you start fucking pounding away and start piercing and
pounding at this horse,
and just if you had the most powerful uppercut and you just took one right to the gut, that horse would explode.
I'm thinking you know how they go down to the bottom of the sea, infographic, and they get those shrimps that are under all that tremendous pressure from the sea,
pressurized shrimp,
and then when they bring them back up, they explode.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm fairly certain this is a thing.
Can we get horses in that condition?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want an underwater horse, not a seahorse.
I want an underwater version of a horse that can still live. A horse.
And I want to bring it up to the surface and then just have it
I want to explode horses.
Showering blood. I'm gonna keep adding some things that you're gonna have to fucking edit.
I'm not gonna put that in.
It's okay.
What I was gonna say, I'm gonna add right here, and hopefully I can find this, and hopefully I won't get banned on YouTube. I want an exploding horse right here.
You won't get banned for an exploding horse.
I won't. I couldn't monetize if I wanted to.
Oh.
By the way, here's all the copyrighted music I'm gonna play.
Well, we have our music. Do we own the rights to our song?
No, Roadhead does.
Roadhead.
He's not gonna. No, Craining Records owns it.
Craining Records.
But they're not going to copyright us because we have full permission to use the song because it's a song about us.
Written for us.
Written for us.
Not by us.
If they wanted to profit from the song, they could.
What did we want to talk about?
We wanted to talk about films, and we also wanted to talk...
Oh, I want to talk to you about Twin Peaks.
Yes. Okay. I would like to leave that closer
We'll say
to
that
the
to
end.
the end because
I'll say that to the end. That is a topic I am fresh in my mind, hot and ready.
I have some questions.
Papa John's pizza.
We're gonna take that and we're gonna pin that.
We never really went to the thing where you're like, you looking at men on Tumblr. Why are you on Tumblr looking for guys?
Okay, well,
I know there's porn on Tumblr, but I'm saying like,
well, here's the thing.
You know what? I'm gonna answer my own question. You're looking for those personal blogs. You're looking for those. Basically Twitters, but they gotta go somewhere where they're not gonna get flagged.
Men that I have had relationships with
have Tumblrs.
People that I just know from the bear community have Tumblrs.
Okay.
And sometimes I go on there. I don't have one myself, but I go on there and I just take a peep.
You would have to have an account to access that.
I mean, I have an account, but I don't post anything.
I was gonna say
I don't reblog or anything like that.
I've used Tumblr in the past, and I know it's like you get to a point and you're like scrolling. It's like you need an account to see the rest of this. It's like fuck this site.
Yeah, so I have one. I just don't ever do anything with it. I post
you don't
on Reddit.
post yourself. You're a lurker.
However, there are pictures of me on Tumblr.
Oh God, probably people you know put it on there.
People that I know, and because I'm kind of popular on Reddit, people steal my pictures from Reddit. And anyway.
Oh, are you like on the Bears subreddit?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, shouts out. I'll put the links right here.
No, do not put the links up there.
If you want to know,
if you want to see this,
you can't see me.
He's not on there.
You can't see me. That's a reference. See this?
John Cena.
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly, you mean?
John Cena Reilly.
John Cena Reilly?
Yeah. Perfect circle.
Anyway, as I was looking through some things, I came across...
A reblog, most likely.
Some Roadhog, because he's very popular in my community, some Roadhog art, and I was like, damn, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was like looking into it, and there's like a lot of it, and I was digging a hole, you know?
I think that the thing you were saying about that already kind of pre-exists, because back when I kind of still dabbled in Overwatch, I do every once in a while. It's honestly, I know so many people that play it, and I honestly get into the game, I play 2 matches, I'm like, fuck, there's nothing left for me here. This is a dry county. This is like Prohibition. It's like, you want to get your beak wet, there's two things. You got the church, and you got your family, and that's it. That's Overwatch.
You got the church, and you got the steeple, and you open up them doors, and you fucking burn in hell.
And you open up the doors, and gay lesbian relationships.
Dude, gay lesbians are the worst lesbians.
Fuck. God, we can't talk about them. You want to see something cool? Look how on the camera it's focusing on me.
Why is it not?
Probably because it can't.
You stop. Oh, I'm over it. It's like I feel like a weatherman.
What if we passed it? Let's pass it.
Get fucking close to you. I don't know where you've been.
Where have you been? You've been in worse places. You've been in the deep, dark junk rat holes.
You don't know the seedy underbellies of the places that I've been to.
Anyway, I know what you're talking about, and I think it's already kind of in the game because there was a Halloween event where it was Junkenstein's monster. He was like Junkrat Frankenstein, whatever. And he made Roadhog into the monster, and the cover of the screen when you enter the game is just him like on top of Roadhog monster, just like rubbing his belly.
Ooh.
And the first time I saw this, I'm like, this is really fetishy. Yeah. This is like very much a fetishy kind of thing. And I was almost to the point where I was like, I'm getting uncomfortable with this game. It's kind of dabbling too much in the things.
They're just zeros and ones.
Listen. When I'm aware of it and the game is aware of it, that's when it's bad. That's when it's bad.
The game is very self-aware of.
It's very self-aware of all these seedy underbelly Tumblr things. I heard a quote from somebody calling Overwatch basically it's Tumblr for video games, and I agree with that. It's
I can dig it.
Yeah, because
dig it.
it's just fuel for Tumblr. It's like, hey, that character you like, they have autism now. Also, they're bisexual and asexual.
They have PTSD.
And guess what? They also go to protest school. They also go to protest
school.
And protesting school.
Protest school.
They tell the professor, I don't need to be smart to
How
know this.
dare you assume my gender pronouns? I identify as
he goes to a meeting.
Shrimpman.
Shrimpman?
You call me Dr. Shrimpman.
That's like a Ren and Stimpy bit.
Is it really?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm kidding. Shrimpman, it sounds
Shrimpman.
like that.
Oh my god.
You were going to bring something up. We were going to talk about movies. We were going to talk about music. We were going to talk about TV. That's
TV.
It.
So we'll save TV for the Twin Peaks. Movies, yes. I saw that new Pirates.
How you like that?
Yeah.
That's like every Pirates movie to me.
Well, I mean...
Pirates of the Caribbean is the franchise that I have the least things against. Because I saw the first three... Well, I saw the second and third in theater. I didn't know what... Like, when Pirates was coming out originally in theaters, I was like, I don't know what this is. I don't even know what Pirates of the Caribbean at the time was, because I'd never been to Disneyland or anything like that. So, it came out, I was like, this is a decent movie. I recall, at the time, most of my family really liked the movie.
The first one's good.
Yeah.
The second one's
great.
Like,
my dad would rewatch it a bunch. He's like, this is just a fun action movie.
Were we talking about this the last time on the episode? And the guy... Okay.
So we're just kind of filling the blanks here.
Let me... I guess it was lost, but I have beef with Pirates.
Yes.
Good beef and sour beef.
Ooh, sour beef.
I love the first one. I really liked the second one. The second one I saw in theaters, like... Well, this was back when I worked at the movie theater, so I got it for free. So I saw it like 5 or 6 times in theaters.
Yeah.
But I would only go... for one scene, which is when Davy Jones, somebody says something about Price, and he goes, Price?
Price.
And he makes like a little noise. I fucking love it.
Oh, Davy, the big tentacle.
Yeah,
face.
he's all like, Price.
He did kind of make like pop noises.
Yeah, like a little bubbly. And then at the end, when he like opens up his chest to find his heart, and it's not there, and he goes, and he like gurgles out everything.
He was an interesting character.
He's my favorite character from the series.
He's a cool character. I like him.
But the third one was okay. But my big problem, and I said this about the trailers for the new one, is I can never fucking understand what the fuck they're saying.
The characters.
I can understand Johnny Depp just fine normally. All, like, the Orlando Bloom and the Keira Knightley and the Jeffrey Rush character, Barbossa.
I think those characters are there just so you can understand them.
But the fucking, in the third one, you're gonna put a little thing up of the chick, the
Calypso.
the Calypso, yeah, the voodoo chick. I could not understand a fucking word she was saying. And then there's a part in the movie where she grows real big, and they
Note to me, put, like, really not safe for work pictures of Calypso.
Like with
that's gonna
tatas.
Well, I'm double tasking here because that's jerk off material for later. Right
okay.
Here. So here's her with the shit in her mouth. Here's her giant, and she turns into crabs.
Oh, I'm really into crab play.
I'm really into crab play. I'm really into when women turn giant.
Oh God!
I'm the one drinking it. I'm really into when women turn giant and fall on the ship and turn into a bunch of crabs. I think that's what happened in the movie.
That's probably a euphemism for the USSR.
The Beatles. That's where it ties into the fifth movie.
But anyway, I can never fucking understand what they're saying. And then in the trailer, Javier Bardem's character, the Spanish dude...
Spaniard.
Yeah, whatever his fucking name was. I saw the movie, I couldn't even tell you what his fucking name is. But he's like talking to like Will Turner's son, and he's like... He's got, like, oil dripping out of his mouth. He's like, can you do that for me? It's like, dude, I can't fucking understand what the fuck you're saying.
I'm looking for the girl.
Can you find your for me? It's like, what? Like, the fuck? I wish I could fucking have subtitles.
There's just gonna be a sixth movie where the main character just talks and he goes...
It's just a pile of fucking...
Just goes...
It's a pile of grease, and it's just like...
That's Grimer.
Grimer?
From Pokemon.
Pokemon?
He's a little swamp man.
Is that Muck?
Muck and Grimer.
Which one's coughing? Oh, that's a big floating poison thing.
Guy.
What does he turn into?
Wheezing. He goes from to.
Alright, so yeah, the fifth one was... The fourth movie, I couldn't even fucking... I've
never seen it.
I seen it once, and I couldn't... I remember there was a mermaid in a box.
I seen it once. I remember seeing trailers and reviews where people were like, yeah, that mermaid's pretty hot. That's my takeaway.
I don't get why people think mermaids... I get, like, the top half Is this like a chick with boobs?
All I'm gonna say right now, the top half, because first of all, business means you only getting head, you only getting tit jobs.
That's a milkshake, right?
That's a milkshake? No.
A milkshake is when you masturbate a guy with your tits.
That's a tit job.
It's called a milkshake. That's what Khalees was teaching people.
No.
That's why all the boys were in her yard.
No. Milkshake sounds something more about, like, shaking your thighs and...
No, it's because the tits are the mammary and they make the milk.
I don't know. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Put up a poll.
Put up a poll. Once you guys vote, I'll go get this on
Just
Twitter.
make a fake poll.
Yeah, I can poll on Twitter. I guess that's what I guess it's called a milkshake. It's just I think aesthetically a tit job sounds better. Cause
I'm just
what do you call it when you put your dick in somebody like ass crack but not actually put in a hole?
What is that?
Do you actually want to know?
Yeah,
it's called hot dogging. Right between the buns. I'm not kidding.
I love that,
and I like using that term because it's like I'm hot dogging. It's like you feel like you're like a little scamp doing it. You're just like a little rebellious scamp, just hot dogging away. Pirates. You saw Pirates. I have not seen Pirates. I will probably see that if like a cheap matinee or something like that. I wanted to see it. I didn't really want to see it from the trailers, but I wanted to see it because I heard Paul McCartney was in the movie and like the whole scene. That just interests me because he's like only music, and he's only done like very rare acting gigs, and for him to be like, all right, I'll do this movie. It had to be like either a fuck ton of money or something that was just like I'm peaked.
I've heard interviews not with him but people who have worked with him. Apparently, he's always wanted to be an actor. I'm thinking of Mick Jagger.
Okay,
maybe I don't know, but he was really good.
Keith Richards was in the previous two as Jack Sparrow's dad. Yeah, that's another cameo. Javier Bardem was also
Word
in the
up.
movie.
I don't like Javier Bardem.
You don't? Why? You didn't like him in that...
Can I finish? I liked him in No Country for Old Men. I did not like him in Skyfall.
I liked him in Skyfall.
Even he was alright in Skyfall, but...
I felt he was a more compelling villain than most in James Bond. He did have that little island, and then he went on...
He, like, popped his mouth out, and his face was all, like... I do like Dame Judi Dench, though.
Yeah. What other movies? We saw in our Lost episode, we talked about Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh,
we've had some time to make that settle. What are your closing thoughts on that movie?
Like I said before, which I guess we lost, is that I liked the movie. I just never felt like our heroes were in any danger.
I agree with that.
The third act was... I liked characters that aren't like I really liked what's-his-face. Yondu. I really liked Yondu. Rocket was really fucking annoying in the movie. He kept doing shit just to do shit for no goddamn fucking reason.
I like that kind of character, so I liked him in the movie.
But at the end, like... the fucking ending, like, everything just happened out so fucking conveniently. Like, when they were... The bitches were fighting, and then, like... For some reason, they were the center of a dude's planet, and then all these, like, pillars of rocks were magically rising for some reason to bring them back to the surface so that they could be saved. Like, where the fuck did that come from? And, like, I don't know. It was fine. It's just with Marvel,
would say
I never feel like anyone's in danger.
For Marvel, I agree with that, and that's what I don't like about the Marvel movies. It kind of takes away the danger when you know all these actors' contracts carry on to the next movie.
Like, I can get doing flashbacks, like stuff like, I'm sure the dude who plays Yondu might be contractually obligated to another film, but it's going to be flashbacks. But I know they're not going to fucking kill Chris Pratt. Yeah. Like, there's no fucking way.
Well, he's main character. That's like saying, I know they're not going to kill Robert Downey Jr. I know they're not going to kill Chris Evans. I know they're not going to kill
Benedict it's just like, whenever it seems like, oh, they're at the edge of death.
I know they're not going to kill Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict come in my bun snatch.
Do you like his face?
No.
I don't.
I like him as an actor. I don't think he's tremendously handsome.
I don't get the hype because he's okay as an actor. Like, I've never been impressed with him besides Sherlock.
Did you see Imitation Game?
A little bit. He was good. I'm just saying, I don't get the hype.
Did you see the one where he plays Snowden?
Snowden?
Not Snowden. Yes, no.
That's
Julian Assange.
I have not.
I didn't see it either.
What you're talking about. That's good. Here he is, right there.
This is Benedict Cumberbatch.
And this is his Cumberbatch.
And this is his cum snatch.
This is his cum dungeon. Oop, it's Chumley from Punsars.
It's Chumley from... Oh, Chumley.
What other movies we saw? With some hot movies came out.
Did we talk about that one right there?
I haven't seen it yet.
I was going to ask you to borrow that.
Right there. You can borrow the noir version.
Is it on a separate disc?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and unbox that thing right there.
Dude, I wish we had this set up when I was unboxing my damn hat.
That was like a month and a half ago.
I know.
This is a movie, Logan, the movie. It is a Marvel 20th Century Fox film that came out earlier this year in like February or something like that.
Yeah, March.
March?
Yeah, because I was in Canada when it came out.
Pretty close to Blu-ray
release.
What?
I'll take this.
What, the DVD?
I just want to watch the special features.
Do you want to just take the digital?
No, I don't have a way of watching that.
Wow, you just set up an account.
I don't have...
Internet.
What is it? What is the internet? I don't have, a computer.
You put it on a fucking app. They got smart apps. This is fucking... what is this? What do you get this through? It works with iTunes.
Put it away. I care not anymore.
I care not for this world.
There's a fuzz on your mic.
There is. I hear that. You saw Alien Covenant, right?
Oh, yeah.
I saw Alien Covenant. So that is a film. What did you think of that film?
Boy, oh boy.
Boy, oh boy.
Boy, oh boy. Like I've mentioned on previous ones, I was a bit of an expert on Prometheus. Not by choice, but by the groupings of my friends always wanting to see it, like, with 3 different groups, so...
Friends and enemies.
I ended up seeing that movie 3 times in theaters, and by, like, the 3rd time, I was just active on the forums and just all that shit.
He was a lurker.
I was a lurker. No.
Oh, you were a licker?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a xenomorph licker.
Okay. Xenomorph licker, that's from Resident Evil 2.
I saw that Alien Covenant with Mitchell.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Mutual
I felt it kind of dragged on a bit. But it was good. I really liked that last fight with, like, the xenomorph on the flat thing.
Yeah. Flat thing.
The ship, whatever the fuck it was.
The loader.
The construction ship, yeah.
It was the fucking flat loader. I will say, for an Alien movie, I did not like it. I didn't like the Alien parts. Everything that was Alien related, I felt was really dumb and kind of just shoehorn. I liked every single part with the Michael Fassbender David
yes
character. He returns as the role of David the android from Prometheus, so it's technically a sequel of Prometheus. They didn't want to call it Prometheus 2 because it's more of an Alien movie, which I can understand. But he also plays another character named Walter, which is the...
Walter was the shit.
Walter was a cool robot. I honestly, if any money profits to making another film, I don't want to see what happens with alien shit. I just want to see more of this future where these Walter and David robots interact and then meet each other and interact, because that was the most interesting part. I mostly just want more David. If we could get something where David is isolated with more androids, I'm fine with that. That's interesting. Yeah. I like that. The alien parts I thought were kind of dumb because they were inconsistent with the overall story of Alien, because spoilers for the movie. I don't know if you care. Here, there's a video now, so I can do this. When I wave my hands again, we're out of spoiler territory.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. I'll have it right. Actually, I'll have that in black text. Well, white text, black.
I don't see race.
I see color. I'm racial, not racist. All the alien stuff didn't make sense to me because it kind of showed in Prometheus that stuff pre-existed. But then in this movie, it's like David made the eggs that made the xenomorphs, which are the ones that Ellen Ripley found, which isn't true. Mm-hmm. The implication of the movie was he's like, I made the perfect being. You took all these things we already had. I had the goo. I had person with goo. I had goo person with other thing, and I made it. And then he's like, look what I made.
What was the chick's name?
What's
her fucking name? The chick. Well, anyway, the chick. What did he
Daniels?
Make? No, the previous chick.
It was like Sherry. Not Sherry. Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Shaw.
Shaw, that was it.
I think that's right. Did he make a xenomorph using her?
Yes, that was the implication.
Where was that xenomorph then? Because the xenomorph that we see...
Good questions, and no answers.
Because I watched the video of, like, the different kinds of xenomorphs, and, like, the ones that were in Covenant, the white ones, those came from the spores.
Yeah.
They didn't come from no facehuggers.
No facehuggers here.
No.
Spores only, which almost makes them a better race because they can thrive in less specific conditions. I don't know how through breeding, using a hatch pod to make a separate being that lays an egg that has to be incubated in a human body. How is that a better form than just something that becomes dust and goes out into a human body and instantly becomes that creature?
Well, because they're tiny.
No, they grew to human size. Remember that one scene where she's bathing and it's like right behind her and it understood the emotions of David and like was understanding? The xenomorph is not that at all. How is that better?
They have the tiny mouth.
They didn't have the tiny mouth.
They didn't have a tiny mouth.
That's why they were imperfect. They needed the tiny mouth. Yeah. They just had a tongue.
Well, I was reading reviews and people were saying that they didn't like it because you saw too much of the aliens, the xenomorphs all the time, and there was really only one scene that was like alien-esque, which was the shower scene.
Yes. And
that was the only time that it felt like you were watching an alien movie, because all the other times it was like, oh, there's an alien.
I felt like the threat was just kind of like, these people are being really dumb. Like, it wasn't like another alien movie where it's like, legitimately, where the fuck is this thing? We can't fucking find it, and we don't know what we're going to do about it. Yeah. Where it's like this, it's like, hey, it's in fucking Tunnel A, and we got it blocked off. It's like, make sure it doesn't get through that hatch you forgot to close. Oops, is that hatch open? Close the hatch. Too late. It went through the hatch. Well, close the other hatch. Well, it already passed that one, too. Now it's in the shower.
I did like Danny McBride's character, though.
Danny McBride was... every once in a while, these kind of movies have, like, that one character you see in comedy roles and stuff like that, and then he's, like, in the movie. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of... he wasn't as comedic, but John C. Reilly in Kong Skull Island.
I didn't see that.
In that movie, John C. Reilly is not the main character. He is not even top billed, but he is basically the character that you stick with.
Would you say that he steals the show?
I think he steals the show entirely. And as far as I care, in Kong Skull Island, there's two characters, which is John C. Reilly's and King Kong. Because everybody else is just, like, stupid. Everybody else is just kind of bland, whatever.
Who was the
guy?
Loki, right?
Yeah,
Loki.
He had no character. It was like, you're a tough guy who maps things out. He's like, yes, I am.
You're goddamn right.
What's the girl from who was in Scott Pilgrim and Room? The one girl who played the drummer. What's her name?
Alison Pill.
Alison Brie. It's something like that. Brie Larson. That's it. Brie Larson.
Brie Larson? Who the fuck's Brie Larson?
Brie Larson was in Room. She was in Kong Skull Island, and she was the main lady protagonist, and she really didn't have much of a personality either.
She plays the chick who was in Clash at Demon Head. The drummer was Alison Pill.
That's true. I had
the chick from Snowpiercer.
Wrong.
And she was in the Newsroom.
Wrong people.
Did you watch the Newsroom?
No.
Sorry, that's all right.
I've heard good things about it, and I'll probably check it out one of these days. It was a movie. I liked how in the beginning of the movie they just killed off James Franco in, like, the first, 5 minutes.
I know.
Which was weird, because they used a really, like, he's to the point that he could be top billed, and they're just like, there he is.
I think that maybe Danny McBride had something to do with that.
You think so?
Maybe. Because I'm sure that they needed to kill off the captain at the beginning, and they could have just got a no-name person. But they were like, why don't we get a celebrity cameo? And then
because they're buddies.
Because they're buddies.
Okay,
and I was like,
now.
well, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
I thought you were going to say they already had him on the cast list, and they're like, hey, he's going to be in this movie, and then Danny McBride's like...
No, I think Danny McBride's like, hey, I could probably get Franco to do this.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I'll agree with that.
I'm on Tumblr right now, and I'm looking up Danny McBride and James Franco shipping.
No.
It's called... McFranco.
You already know James Franco
it's called
shipped with Seth Rogen because they like it.
They like it.
They like it.
They like it in every hole. And I'm talking about the ear hole, too.
Franco's across
James Franco didn't suck any dick last night. Now I know y'all tripping.
That's a good joke.
It's a joke.
Alien Covenant, I will give a get out of here.
What
other movies are coming out? What other things are coming out?
We got that Spider-Man Homecoming.
That's eventually coming out.
Is that not out yet?
It's coming out in July.
That one woman?
Wonder Woman, I have no interest in that.
That got, like, real good reviews.
That came out today.
What is today, Thursday?
Yeah. It's out tonight.
Oh.
We have friends going to see it.
Oh, thanks for the invitation.
I didn't go.
I don't want to go.
I don't want to go. Hey, shouts out to Wonder Woman, DC movies. Get out of here. Wonder
Woman, you can get it out.
That was good.
You saw that? It was, and then I shot it away.
I almost want to zoom in on that, just like...
I'll do it again. Wonder Woman, you can get it out.
That's the promo that's going on Facebook. There's a movie coming out, I think it's this week. It's a Dimitri Martin directed movie called Dean. It's kind of a rom-com.
Yeah.
Not like a typical rom-com. It's more of like what do you call that fucking kind of indie contemporary movie where it's like like a guy goes through realization and kind of like a Garden State kind of thing where it's like, very very contemporary, very independently created, quirky. Yes, very quirky, very folky, Maybe there's an Arcade Fire song in the soundtrack. I'm not going to say right now. I'm not going to spoil the soundtrack, but I'm maybe in there. But I do want to see that movie because I like Dimitri Martin, and the movie actually does look like the kind of movie I like. I like movies like that as much as I was almost
Did you see
Alison Brie?
I heard she hangs dong in this new movie.
Does she hang dong? Does she hang her clit down?
To the flow.
Does she hit that
to
clit?
The flow.
You ever seen a large clit?
She's like, come over here and flick a brother's bean.
You ever seen a large clit?
I have. The ones that are like...
The one that are like bodybuilder clits? They almost...
I don't really... No, I don't think so.
You haven't seen them?
I don't know if I would like that.
They look like penises.
No.
Clit is just a very tiny penis.
It's a
micro penis. Hey, ladies out there, you were rocking that micro penis.
You got that micro dick,
and your
bitch.
Balls, they got sucked up inside of your body and made a little shoot.
Shoot. Baby, shoot.
You think if a woman like took enough pills to like imbalance her chemicals and then she started going, she could just
shoot her ovaries out?
Shoot her ovaries out into a ball sack?
I want to see.
It's just inside out. Just
I was just thinking like shoot him out like a bullet. Like,
no.
Like a superhero, just like
and it comes in a sack.
Bah, bah.
I'm sure they're contained within some sort of membrane that keeps them
embryonic sacculation.
That's
a good band name.
Put a video right here of a woman.
Not safe for work.
Not safe for work.
Woman
hanging her ball sack. Because chicks have balls,
I
hear it all the time online. Feministblog.com.
I'm a real social justice
boy. I actually saw a documentary
on social justice warriors.
Yes, it actually was.
What's it called?
It's called Red Pill. Have you?
Ooh, I want to see that.
I have a file if you want to borrow it. I downloaded it illegally.
Is it on like how many floppies? It's got to be at least like 10.
I'll give you the stack. You just got to change it out every 5 minutes. I think you'll be okay with that. Do you still have your Commodore?
I have. Yeah, no.
You have your Apple II?
What was the one that was like circular and had a bunch of different colors?
Apple?
No,
Macintosh?
yeah. It had like a desktop.
It had circular with several colors.
The actual monitor unit was like they came in different colors.
That was Apple.
That was just called Apple.
It was their Macintosh line from like the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's the one.
The clear ones?
Yeah.
They were Macintoshes.
Yeah.
I think I may be wrong. I think that's when they started experimenting where it's like we could put the computer in the monitor. Guys, you don't need two anymore. And then people were like,
what are you, hacking the Matrix?
And I think at the time those computers didn't run great and people were like, this wasn't a good idea. And they're like, hey, innovation speaks for itself. And they still do it today. They put all their computer into the monitor. You buy a Mac nowadays, you buy that fucking desktop version, you don't get a tower to go with that. You got a fucking
Where
screen.
do I put the tower? You don't need to worry about it.
You're just like standing there, you're just like, where's the tower? The box is empty. One screen, one mouse, one keyboard. What is this? Some sort of fucking scam?
I didn't realize that we were living in 2099.
What is this? A disk drive on the side of the screen? How is it gonna read in the tower? Yeah, they used to. They don't do. They did away with them. I was actually looking into buying a Mac laptop, and the ones that you get now, they don't come with
disk drive.
Disk drive.
They don't come with a floppy
I was talking
drive.
to the guy. He's like, "Hey, if you ever need to use disk," and I just kind of laughed at that point. I was like, "It takes longer to burn things from a disk than to download." That's where we're at, people. Welcome to the future.
Can we just not for a hot sec?
What?
You can download stuff, but the quality is so shit.
What do you mean?
You want that lossless audio files, man. I'm a bit of an audiophobe.
I understand that with burning, but I can go on a fucking Pirate Bay and get FLAK files. That is the one place that's special like FLAC. You know, like that is uncompressed audio. That's like off your record player fucking files.
Dude, I have to burn all my records.
Why? I mean, like,
because I have a bunch of records and I want to get like the highest quality.
What are you gonna keep that on? A fucking laptop? A fucking hard drive? Because that's not gonna fit on a phone.
No, I'm gonna put it on my hard drive and I'm gonna put it on my iPod. My iPod Classic.
How many gigs?
Oh man, I have an 80. I have two 80 giggers. And
so you're gonna have to lug around two 80 giggers.
Those files aren't that big.
When they're uncompressed, they get to the point that they're almost like 15 to 20 megabytes. That adds up.
Yeah, but a record's like this big.
Yeah, records this big. Guys, record this big.
Record's like this big, and iPod's like this big.
iPod's like this big.
Show the size comparison.
Okay, right here. iPod, record. What holds
But when I put in the computer becomes invisible.
Let me just show you how fucking stupid we used to be. Here's a record that held 10 songs, maybe. Both sides. It
depends on how loud it is.
One song.
Future.
Here we
go.
Look, thousands of songs. Who's the fucking dummies now?
I could call.
Hey,
people.
To all those people on the YouTube comments of every Bob Seger song saying, "Man, things were better in the past."
Dude, don't even bring up Bob Seger, man. I've been talking about those night moves. Shit.
I'm about those Hollywood nights. This guy doesn't know.
My favorite Bob Seger. I just almost texted my mom. My dog.
My dog.
I meant to say my bad. Oh, what is my favorite Bob Seger? Still the same.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
I like
the same.
I like the Ben Folds song. Not the same.
I like that Ben Folds song. Anal
wretchedness.
Grotesque contusion.
I like that Ben Folds song. Bobby from my lobby.
I like that Ben Folds song.
What were we talking about? That wasn't
Furry in Missouri.
Yes, Furry in Missouri.
We were going to talk about Twin Peaks.
Do we want to get to that, or do we have some other topics?
I
want to keep people in anticipation.
I have Twin Peaks questions.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say you were going to offer me that red pill on the
hard drive with all the other Twin Peaks.
Yeah, and then I was going to say they put it back on Netflix.
There you go. I was going to say I have the film also downloaded, but I don't have the missing pieces, which you gotta watch the missing pieces.
What is that? Is that like
that is 90 minutes of deleted, like, absolutely raw, not raw, like, finished deleted footage from the movie, because when they were cutting it down for the studio release, they were like, this stuff doesn't work, you gotta take it out, and David Lynch was just like, you know what?
Fine.
Fuck it. Anyway,
wow.
let me just have an opener. Twin Peaks is back. Season 3, so far, 4 episodes in, I've watched them. Okay, this doesn't happen a lot with TV shows. When TV shows come out, I watch it, done. I watch the season, and I'm good. I don't need to watch it again. I will rarely rewatch a show within, like, the first 2 years of it coming out. I, like, later on down the line be like Breaking Bad is like, I watched it all as it came out, and then I came back, I'm like, we'll just give it a rewatch all the way through, now it's finished. Mm-hmm. So, I rarely, within it being fresh, I come back to the episode, because I kind of, when I watch a TV show, I get all I need from it the first time watching it, and then I'm kind of good. Unless it's a comedy. Like, if it's something, like, I downloaded all the Eric Andre show, and I'm pretty sure, I downloaded that back in, like, September. Pretty sure since then I've rewatched the entire series, like, 5 different times. But that's what you do with comedies, and you know.
You know, with me and my Always Sunny.
Yeah, and I don't have any gripes with that, because with the comedy, it's jokes, and jokes always work. Where it's like a drama, you already understand the story, and unless there's parts you missed out on, you were like, what was it? The season final for Westworld. Everybody coming up to watching it was like, dude, you gotta watch it more than once. You're not gonna understand the first time. And then I watched it, and I'm like, I understand everything that happened.
No, I get it.
I was just like, I understand everything happened. I don't really need anything else here. But Twin Peaks, the new episodes, the first episode, which is part 1 and part 2, it's a 2-hour like
it's a
2-hour like fresh start to the fucking series. It's fucking great. I've watched that I'd say almost 5 times now. And every time I fucking enjoy it, because it's like watching a little movie. And I love it. And it's not so much that I'm just going back, I'm like, I don't understand this, I need to question it some more. It's just like, I legitimately enjoyed this part so much, I want to rewatch it in full just to get back to that part and get it again. And then there's 2 other episodes that came out last week, well, this week, technically, and those episodes, like, fucking solidify the fact that this fucking new season is the best, like, the best thing I've seen. It's the best thing I've seen on TV in a long time. But you have to really appreciate David Lynch shit, which I do, and you have to really appreciate weird shit that you don't have to question. Like, you have to question it, but, like, it's to the point, with David Lynch shit, I know every question, there's not an answer hanging behind it, so I don't fucking rack my brain of, like, oh, well, I'm not going to figure that out. And that's how it is. It's just like, something will happen, be so fucking random, and you're like, what did that mean? What did that relate to? Is that going to be like later on the season? It's like, no, it's David Lynch. That could have just been there because fuck you. And that's how that's how most
just
of his
because
movies
it's David
are.
Lynch, just go fuck yourself.
That's how his directing is. It's very like, what do you call that? The fucking magicians, they call it,
you're on your own with this one, buddy.
Man, I really have the fucking term in my head right now.
The magicians?
It's like a magician's term. It's like
the prestige?
when you distract just to pull it back or something like that. I don't fucking know.
The turn.
No, it's a concept of illusion, but it's just the way they word it. I'm on my own. We'll come back. I'll shout it randomly when we figure that out.
Okay.
Okay. Fresh. You're fresh to the series.
I'm fresh. I tried to watch Twin Peaks.
He's a Twin Peaks virgin.
A couple years ago, and for some reason I got distracted.
A lot of people do.
And I only watched the first episode and like half of the second one. And to be honest with you, Diane, I'm like up to episode 8.
That's a good Twin Peaks reference.
Oh, it is. I was doing a whole. That was like okay. I'm not even tell you what I was doing now because I forgot.
I know. I get where you were going.
Yeah. So I have not been paying as much attention as I should be, and
So I'll say with Twin Peaks, I only got into the series about, I'd say later in high school, because I was like, I want to find a new show. I liked looking up weird shit like from the past. I'm like, ooh, always heard of like David Lynch having weird shit, and I always knew about, like, I wanted to watch Twin Peaks, and I never watched it until I was with my brother, and he was like, hey, you should watch the show, and I was like, well, I kind of heard of this, and I'll check it out. So the first episode of the entire series is a 2-hour pilot. Keep in mind, this is network television in the late 80s, early 90s. So having like a 2-hour pilot is ads you look up from the time is like, this is a TV event. You have to watch this. This is a TV, like, you'll never see anything like this again. Because it's a 2-hour pilot on a fucking ABC network.
Was it on ABC?
Yeah, it was on ABC at first. And it's like, you don't usually do that shit nowadays. Like, not nowadays. That happens all the time nowadays. You don't usually do that shit back then. It was like, here's your fucking 30-minute or an hour window, and that's all you get. Fucking 2 hours for a series that was just starting up, that's a fucking hefty pilot. And from like, beginning to start, I was, like, in my seat fucking captivated. Just like, this is so fucking weird and interesting. I fucking love it. And it's such, like, go give me your first impressions.
I don't like 80s cheesiness, and there's a lot of it in Twin Peaks that I'm struggling to digest, especially with like Bobby and Mike. Is that the other one's name?
Bobby and Mike, the
two bullies.
I thought you were going to say James, because James is the epitome of cheesy. He's the biker fuck.
Oh, no, he was fine. It was like the two bullies, and then like when they're in the prison cell and they're like woof 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 woof.
Yes, I like that.
That's just fun. Bizarre. Like that's why I realized it knows what it is.
It is. It's very much.
And I didn't realize. I mean, I knew it at that point, but the moment that I loved and I realized it is Laura's mom when she gets the phone call.
Yes.
That Laura's dead, and she's just like, ah! She's fucking screaming.
I love the first episode because most of the beginning is just everybody going, Laura's dead, and just going, ah! And then they're all crying, and then the fucking music plays every time. Every time Laura's theme just pops up, and it's just like that piano progression, dun, 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 and they're just going, oh my girl! Because everybody, and I just from the director's point of view, I'm pretty, like, he said this in interviews and shit like this, where he was just like, I'm doing this just because You just need to see the attachment all these people have to this one girl.
But then it turns out Laura's a bit of a bitch.
Well, the movie shines a huge light on that, and that's why I fucking love it.
And then what did she say about James, how she can't stand him because he's stupid?
Yeah, that's James.
That was lame, James.
What I can't really say much about that because all I gotta say is watch the movie. It shines a huge fucking light on all that shit. And that's
see, like, I want to watch this new season, but do I need to finish the first two and watch the movie?
So, watch the first season in its entirety, and then if there are any points that don't seem super plot relevant, and I can give you a guide of all the fucking subplots in season 2, because season 2, halfway through, there's a middle half where David Lynch was out of the picture, and he wasn't writing episodes and he wasn't directing episodes because he had an indifference with the other director, Mark Frost, / producer.
Yeah.
And he was like doing his movies and shit like that. So he's like, all right, if you want to fucking control the series, you have season 2. Here you go. And then season 2 started dipping in ratings, and David Lynch came back. He's like, okay, fuckers, we're fucking cranking it up. And the last couple episodes fucking soar because of that, and they're fucking some of the best TV because of that. But there's so much filler that you can just trim the fat in. And I almost want a fucking definitive version of Twin Peaks where it's like, hey, all those subplots you don't give a shit about, here's those, they're gone. Here's the good shit, and then you get it like maybe 5 hours of your life like cut away at that point.
I'm getting confused with all the even in season 1, like the shit with the one-eyed Jack, and then
that's all explained.
The drugs, and then the
that's the one thing I'll say. That stuff confused the shit out of me when I was watching it originally, but it is explained pretty well, and the relevance comes into play
in the movie.
But no, later on in season 2.
Okay,
but the one thing that will confuse you and still confuses people is the Black Lodge, which is the fucking dream sequence, you know, with the red chairs and all that.
With like the little midget dude?
Yeah, with the midget dude.
That's
called the Black Lodge. And that is the one thing where there is a lot of things introduced that are still kind of unanswered. To the point where it's like, even the new series is kind of, like, the new series is way more Black Lodge shit. It's like, there's good 40-minute points in the episode where it's like, we just been in the Black Lodge the whole time, and there has been no dialogue. There's been very little dialogue, and you just experienced this shit right here.
And what's his face is in it, right?
Yeah, Cooper's in it.
Cooper, he's my favorite part of the show.
He's great.
Damn fine coffee.
Oh my god, he is so good in the new series. And it's, at this point, I'm just saying, rough it out through that second season, through the bad parts, because once you get to that movie, and once you get to that fucking third season, you are in fucking gold territory.
Do we ever meet Diane?
Diane, no.
Do people think that Diane is not real?
I think there's theories. I think there's something, I think when David Lynch was away from it, they almost tried to answer who Diane was, and was like, no, you don't do that. No, there's a point that's like that. And I'm sure they're going to allude to something in this new series, like the Diane thing.
Is there anybody else from the original series in the new one?
Most everybody's back.
If
they haven't died, the only person who's not back
is
the sheriff, because he has retired from acting. He retired about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And they were like, come on, you gotta come out of retirement and reprise your role. And they're like, he's just like, I'm not. And that was just it. And then Laura Flynn Boyle is not back because everybody hates her.
Yeah.
So,
she played Nancy, right?
She plays Donna.
Donna.
Yeah, she plays Donna in the show. They got a different actress in the movie. That's how early on, things fell to shit and she was not coming back at all because they recast her for the movie because they had problems with her. She's got reports. Wasn't
she married to Cooper? In real life?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I don't know about that. Yeah. I don't see her ever.
Well, she was doing...
I've seen recent pictures. I followed a page on Facebook that posted about a bunch of shit about Twin Peaks, and they just showed some shit about her. Look it up.
I know
she was in Men in Black 2, and Lara Flynn Boyle. Shouts out.
Lara Flynn Boyle.
Here's a live stream of what's going on his phone.
It's loading. I was on Rotten Tomatoes.
All those ones and zeros right there. Check it out.
And now I'm Googling Lara Flynn Boyle.
Who's that? Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. Is that her now?
Yes.
Oh, what a...
Yes. Look at her married life. Yeah, she's pretty rough right now.
What happened to her mouth?
She got...
That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one. Yeah, she's a rough patch.
Too much of that surgery.
Yeah.
But no, I'm telling you straight up,
Well, is there any pictures of her with Kyle MacLachlan?
You have this
anyway
man crush on Kyle MacLachlan.
I like him. He's a good actor.
Oh, man.
Who's she married to?
She was married to John Patrick D. the Third. I don't know if she was married to him.
They weren't.
They were together, though.
No.
Dude, I'm going to blow your mind hole.
Right here, live stream of his phone. Oh, look at all those ones and zeros. What's that back there? Oh, shit. Is that Neo? Is that him right there? Oh, shit. Is he doing flips and shit? Did somebody kill his dog? Oh, fuck. Get out of his way.
Oh, dude, Benji just
bullet
texted
time.
me.
Bullet time. There he goes. He's the bank heist. Get in that fucking bank and open up that Matrix bullshit. Matrix 4 coming out this summer.
Brandon.
What? What was that?
That was Brandon.
No, it wasn't.
Brandon Ragsdale?
He sent you that? Oh. This was back in Christmas. You don't text him ever, do you?
No. The last time I texted him was... I don't know. A long time ago.
He did that for you.
I know. I'm all hot and bothered now. Kyle MacLachlan. Kyle MacLachlan.
MacLachlan.
Personal life. Boom. Yep. You're looking at it.
Uh-huh. Who's that? Who's he with?
With actress...
That's at 1990, and that was during when they were making the show. Tell me, who's he married to?
He's not married to... No,
yeah, I'm sure they had a thing.
He was in a relationship with Blue Velvet co-star Laura Dern for 3.5 years.
Laura Dern.
No, then he was in a relationship with Twin Peaks co-star Laura Flynn Boyle for two and a half years.
That was during the filming of the show.
So they can't be dating?
You said married!
I was wrong! Jerry!
Then be wrong.
I said I was wrong. I said they were just together.
You said, look, it was like my body of proof. And I knew that shit. I thought you were talking about actually married. I don't know what you're saying. Anyway,
Twin Peaks.
If you haven't watched it, watch everything. Just watch it all. Just get that fucking Blu-ray box set and fucking feed your face, you fucking animal.
You piece of fucking shit. I don't know why I'm looking at this like it's the goddamn camera.
Look, to the viewers out there, I know if you can fucking watch 14 hours of New Girl on Netflix, you can fucking watch, like...
You can suck a dick!
You can watch, like, 8 hours of Twin Peaks to get ready for the new season, okay?
New season of Kimmy Schmidt.
I haven't seen it yet. I have watched Master of None. Master of None second season is very good.
Dude, it looks so bad.
It's a great show.
It's just, I heard...
It's very melodrama.
I heard Aziz Ansari on Fresh Air, talking to Terry Gross on NPR.
Aziz...
And they were playing clips from the show, and it just all sounded like the acting just sounded so bad.
It's very corny.
It was just like...
It's not about the acting. It's about the show.
Oh, yuck.
Ow.
Yuck.
It's very tongue-in-cheek. It's very tongue-in-cheek.
I'll stick your...
It's very David Lynchian.
Is it?
Yeah.
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 Did David Lynch do Lost Highway?
Yes, he did.
Do you have it?
I don't.
Fuck, I've been wanting to see that. Do you know why?
Why?
Because Rammstein's on the album.
Got it. No, I don't have it because I'm trying to collect all his films on Blu-ray. But lo and behold, some of his films just have shitty Blu-ray versions. So I'm waiting for those Criterion releases. Inland Empire, I don't know if ever it's going to come to Blu-ray because that was filmed on digital in 2006. And it was like fucking consumer digital. It looks pretty bad. I do have Blue Velvet and Mulholland Drive.
Is that the one where he's doing all like the...
Yes, this.
The ether?
Yes.
Is that the one where he says something like... Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard.
That's a Buffalo Bill.
Is it though? Is it though? Anything else?
Anything else?
Oh my god, what have you done?
I hit the keyboard. Anything else? There's video games, and there's a video game coming out tomorrow.
What?
Tekken 7.
Comes out on Friday?
Yeah! You're giving that Aziz Ansari impression. I like it.
Is it? I thought it came out next week.
No, it comes out tomorrow.
Ah, fucking
Mine's on the way. You can go pick up yours tomorrow.
Dude, I haven't even dived into Injustice yet.
Who cares? It's Injustice. It's not Tekken 7.
Dude, Tekken 7's gonna make my dick explode.
Who are you gonna play as King?
Eddie Gordo!
You're gonna play as King.
Eddie Gordo!
Gordo!
Did they take out that super, like, otaku character, that chick?
They edited her down.
Oh, fuck.
I think they turned her to a dude. I'm not sure.
Did they put in that...
They took out the kangaroo because PETA complained.
Roger?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Roger Jr.
Oh. Is Alex in it?
No.
Is Gone in it?
No. Who's Alex?
The dinosaur.
No.
I know Kuma's in it.
He is.
And Panda.
Yes. They had a... I think they complained because there were videos of people, like, fighting kangaroos recently. So they're like, can't fight kangaroos, which they could have just replaced it with Alex. Gone is a licensed character, so I don't think they could have got him for that.
Is Dr. B in it? Probably not as a playable character.
I don't know, maybe.
Is Hrang in it?
I don't look up things of video games before they come out. I just play them when they come out. Okay?
But you know, for fighting game fans, it's all about that roster.
I know, but I heard the game was going to be good. It was Tekken 7. I was sold when the announcement came regardless. Because I know Tekken games, they take their fucking time, and they make a decent fucking game. Tekken Tag 2 was a fucking wonderful game.
Tekken Tag 2 is...
Tekken Tag 2 was amazing. I didn't really like Tekken 6 all that much, but that came out...
Yeah, that was no good.
Yeah. Street Fighter X Tekken sucks. Tekken 5, very good game. Tekken 3, very good game. Tekken 4, very good game. Tekken Tag, very good game. Gygus. Heihachi, what's his name? Heihachi... Mishima. The Mishima family line storyline is very detailed.
You be tossing that boy now. He's gonna
fucking toss that boy in the
hole. You be tossing that boy that fucking volcano. Be like, what?
He's gonna get tossed. What are other things coming out?
Let's
talk about that media. What about personal life, Mike? What's your personal life like?
I have a job interview tomorrow.
Oh, boy. You're gonna have Tekken and a job interview.
Oh, man. I'm just gonna go home and I talk about stuff. Woof.
Woof. Oh! Shouts out to Lou Fest for having run the jewels.
Oh!
I'm gonna get my ticket soon. Gotta get that tick. It's like
this is the right way for on the camera.
Do it again. That's right. Yeah, you're doing it right. Run the jewels. That's the fucking thumbnail right there.
I thought it was me doing the other thing.
That was close up. That was for Facebook.
Oh.
Thank you for reminding me when I will remind myself.
Yeah. Do we have any other shout-outs?
Other shout-outs? We have our usual shout-outs. We got Roadhead with Craining Records for the theme song. Hot shit. Good boys.
Boyz.
Check it out.
We didn't even say Smart Boys once today.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay. I don't care.
We also got Moses
for
the outro. He's got some hot music out there. He's got a new track on that SoundCloud. Check it out.
Do we give Dan Cakes a shout-out?
Yeah, we can.
Dan Cakes.
They've given us shout-outs for no reason before.
Flipping those panties.
Flipping them nips.
Doing the what?
Flip them
what?
nips. Check it out. Here's their logo, and then here's a picture of me, and here's a picture of you.
Which one are you going to use?
The one from Tumblr.
Oh, you don't know. You can't put the ones from Tumblr on there.
You can't put the ones from Tumblr on there. Shit. Okay, here's all I have to ask. Is your penis online?
Yes. How is that even a question?
NSA.
My penis, my butt.
Why'd you put your penis online? Snowden's just going to take that and put it on the wall.
I put my penis online because it's a very fabulous penis.
You know, when you put your penis online...
It's a gorgeous penis.
When you put your penis online, Edward Snowden is right there at every turn to print that penis out and put it on his wall.
It's fine. I ain't ashamed of it, baby.
He's like, I have all
I'll lay it on the table. I say, look at this, bitch.
You just flop it out and you're just like...
I say, hey, you take a look at that penis. And they go, oh my god.
And then you're just like, my eyes are down there.
Hello, I'm up. Check it though.
So what if you were at a bar and a guy flopped his penis on the table and then you started like talking to him to his face? It's like no.
I would be like,
talk to him.
I would be like, that's weird, and you can take it outside.
What if the penis started to look up at you and it used its little hole as a mouth? It's like
in Bruno.
Yes.
Bruno. It's like hey.
It's like
hey.
He just goes. We're gonna get a drink around here.
Whose dick do I gotta suck to get?
Whose me do I gotta suck?
Oh, man.
Who's gonna suck me for a drink?
Whose drink do I gotta suck?
Whose hole do I gotta thrust myself inside of for a drink?
Any.
What if your penis was sentient? What would he say to you?
Oh, he would be like...
What if it's like a mutual thing? Like he knew to be quiet, like when the pants were on, when the pants come off, he's just like me, like, oh, it was pretty toasty. It was pretty toasty in there.
Oh, boy. Feels good to get out of those pants.
What's that hole I'm going into?
Oh, boy. It sure is dark in here.
And then you put
but it's warm.
You put the condom on him, and he's just like...
Oh, I don't wear condoms.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
You let that cum just shoot everywhere?
I mean, yeah.
There's a video of cum. It's a shampoo. It's a shampoo ad.
Have just like the male anatomy. Here's floppy dong.
Here's the penis. Here's the balls. And here's your mom.
Smart boys.
Because she's a man.
I seen it.
You seen it?
I've been there, done that 3 times.
What would you say? Okay, out of the month of May, what was your hottest thing? What was your best thing?
The best thing in
the best thing out of the month of May.
I had a threesome that was fun. Although my bed, I mean, because I like the Bears, my bed wasn't quite big enough for all three of us to sleep.
So you put a tarp in the backyard?
I had three. No, somebody had to go sleep on the couch.
No, I was gonna. What?
Well, you know how I have my
I
bedroom.
thought you were gonna say when you were having the sex, you threw a tarp out on the lawn.
Oh
like,
no,
Let's do it, boys!
Let's
Guys,
do it, boys.
get in here.
No.
Dog pile.
No.
Have you ever? You look, Mike here. Not to give any locations or name any names, but you live near a golf course. Have you ever fucked on the golf course?
No.
Think about it. Get that hole.
I don't think I've ever actually stepped on the golf course.
Get that hole in one.
Oh, I'll get that hole in once. Oh.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
We're ending the shit.
That's gross. We're not done.
We're not done.
You gotta do your best top things.
My best top things.
What would you do? What would you do if a man walked in and he said, "I'm a woman"?
A man walks up to me. He says, "Mike." I say, "Yeah, what's my name?" He goes, "Check it." I go, "What's up?" He goes, I'm a woman." And I go, "Boo."
What if you were on the street just walking by your own business and just randomly accumulated out of water and sweat, a large black lady started yelling at you just out of that pile?
I'd love that.
She mutated into a person and just
I sexually identify as a large black woman.
And then she's got her hands in her hands. She's like, "Oh no, oh no!" And
not up in here.
And you're just like, "What did I do?" It's like, don't even start that. Oh no,
oh no! Like, you know how in Harry Potter they have Patronuses?
Yeah.
Which are basically like spirit animals.
I thought they were gonna say tequila.
I love tequila, but no, my Patronus.
Expect my Patronus.
Expecto Erecto Patronus would definitely be a big sassy black woman. And she'd be like, Dementors!
I would love if that was like that's gotta be somebody's spirit animal.
Well, my spirit animal is Bob Ross.
Okay. I feel like you got that from a meme. This is menshumor.com right here.
15 ways to get a good chuckle.
Remember in Spike TV, Mansers?
Oh my god.
Remember that?
Dude,
it's like
social stories would flip the fuck out over that now.
Why can't we have that anymore? We have all these fucking girl shows.
Like, yuck.
I'm not even being ironic, guys. Like, all these...
The View...
all the dude shows got fucking swept on the wrong, and now we got fucking Bill Nye Saves the World bullshit.
You ready for this?
What?
The View, more like The Boar.
Oh...
show.
The View, more like... Hey, The View... Hey, The View... I'm gonna close my eyes.
The View, more like... Ugh. No.
Hey, The View, more like... PU. What's another shitty talk show?
Is there one called, like, The Chat?
The Chat? More like... Kill this cat.
Cat, you're dead. Get out.
The cat was an allegory for
What's
a
another,
woman's vagina.
The Ellen DeGeneres Show, more like The Ellen DeGeneres is a hoe.
The Ellen DeGeneres Show, more like not generous enough because I want to kill myself after watching the show.
The Ellen Boring.
The Talk, more like...
That's it.
The Talk, more like the walk out of here.
Hey, we're
a better talk show than that.
The Talk, more like... Bach.
I will say our show is lacking because we need a female co-host who can sit right here and give all the insights, and especially tell us about what men are doing wrong.
Fellas, listen to your ladies.
We're just gonna drag this ending down.
I know. I'm leaving.
You're done. He's done.
Oh God.
Signing off. Here is the band U2.
Oh, do not ever fucking play U2.
Whoa. Are they playing the Joshua Tree tour?
Yeah.
Is this a Joshua Tree tour?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful yuck.
It's a beautiful yuck. Oh wait, transition Coldplay concert.
Yeah.
Chris Martin. Oh, he's doing moves like Jagger. Is that them? No, that's fucking Maroon 5.
That's Maroon.
Who's that?
More like Maroon me on an island without the records.
Adam Devine.
Adam Levine.
Adam Devine.
Adam Devine's the dude from Workaholics.
I know. Adam DeVizzle. Good night. This podcast was sponsored by
Antlers.
Antlers.
Beer Antlers.
Beer Antlers. Deer Antlers.
I'm leaving.
You're done. I'm gonna leave this on for 5 hours.
Bear shirt.
There he goes. This is fucking my pad.